Welcome to Alberta Conservation Association's Harvest Your Own podcast, the resource for everything hunting, navigating through the field, the butcher shop, and the kitchen. Life is all about great food. Let's get started.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Brad Fenson, an avid outdoor enthusiast who has worked as a freelance journalist, photographer, and public speaker for over 3 decades. I have hunted, fished, and foraged all my life and hope to share my passion for the outdoors. Along the way, I want to encourage everyone to harvest wild proteins and enjoy the satisfaction of providing the next meal for your family. Our goal is to educate, entertain, and inspire individuals to get outdoors and create a connection between food, health, and your future meals. Well, we have an interesting episode today. We're down in Taber, Alberta for the 10th annual Taber Pheasant Festival. And we have Todd Zemmerling from the Alberta Conservation Association here to just give us a little bit of history and tell us about this unique event that has really captured the hearts and spirit and minds of a lot of, I wouldn't say just Alberta sportsmen, but North American sports people, because they've come from all over the place.
Yeah, no, it's been great. This is, like you said, the 10th year, and it has grown well beyond what we ever thought it would. And we certainly, we have people coming in from the U.S., people coming in from Ontario, BC, all over the country, and they're coming back year after year. A lot of people really put this in their calendar, something they want to attend every year, because it's just become a really great social event, not just a hunting event, but a really big social event here in Taber.
Yeah, and actually pheasant hunting is a great social event. Those that deer hunt know that you got to be very quiet and you don't get to do a lot of things, but there's an actual draw a hunting spot where you know there's going to be pheasants.
Yeah, so for the Taber Pheasant Festival that we have set up, it's a week-long event. So the first weekend, which is what we're in right now, is just the novice shoots. So the Saturday, Sunday, we invite people to sign up, and they can come out and they get mentored. We have clay shooting first to make sure people can actually shoot something out of the air, and then we move them over to the actual pheasant release field where they go with a mentor and get an opportunity to harvest their first pheasant. And our goal is to make sure everybody goes home with at least one pheasant. And then, so that's the Saturday, Sunday, and then so the Monday to Saturday after that is the open hunts for everybody else, and you can apply in the draw in June, and everybody has to do that quite early, put it in their calendar, and if you get picked, you're able to come out and take yourself and 3 friends, so 4 shooters overall, out to a site, one of 40 different sites around Taber, where we're releasing pheasants on a daily basis. So you know there were pheasants put on the site, you know you're the only one that's going to, your group will be the only one on the site, so it's a pretty good situation for the average person to know that they'll get there where they have a pretty good opportunity seeing birds, and they'll have an entire, anywhere from quarter section to section of land to hunt all by themselves.
And there's morning hunts and afternoon hunts, and you draw one or the other. That means there's an awful lot of opportunity. 40 sites, 2 hunts a day, and you put 20 pheasants per site every day?
Absolutely, yeah. Every day they get 20 pheasants, and you can hunt a morning or afternoon, and you can hunt up to 3 times during the week. So we try to make sure that a lot of people get the opportunity. And part of the reason we've done this is try to draw people to Taber and show to the residents of Taber and the MD that there's an economic benefit to promoting hunting, and they've certainly seen that. People come into town and, you've got to hunt a Monday, a Tuesday, and a Thursday. Well, they're spending 3 nights, 4 nights here, and of course, everybody appreciates that in town, and you see it in town where there's lots of advertising now welcoming hunters to the
Absolutely.
Taber Pheasant Festival. We never used to see that in Southern Alberta. Well, hadn't seen it in Southern Alberta for a long time, and it's starting to come back.
Yeah, it's certainly changed an impression of hunters and what we stand for and what we do for different communities. And, a lot of little communities depend on hunters and anglers and outdoor enthusiasts to help generate and support their economies.
Well, the reality is Taber is about a 8,000 person community, and we bring 700 to 800 hunters into the community on a yearly basis. So yes. it makes a big difference for sure.
It does. It seems like everyone was smiling in town. I showed up last night, and they were happy to sign me into the hotel, and they're happy to see people here. I mean, it is a COVID year, so it's a little bit different, but everyone's taking precautions. Everyone's got masks on because they want this to work. They want it to be safe, and the community's welcomed us. So,
yeah, and I think we do have to stress that it is a COVID year, and it's something that we didn't we didn't take this lightly as to whether we would or wouldn't hold the festival. I mean, normally we would have various food events throughout the week. We'd have a Scotch tasting. We'd have the celebration dinner. We were having a sausage making event, all kinds of things. We canceled all the indoor events. Basically, we're just this year just left with the outdoor events only. So we have the novice hunts and then the regular hunts happening. And yeah, the last thing we want is for the Taber Pheasant Festival we've seen as a super spreader event in Alberta. We definitely don't want that. So, and everybody is, like you say, taking the precautions. We certainly been checking in with the local community the whole time. The local community are involved in our planning committee. So everybody on that committee said, no, we recognize, there's a little bit of risk here, but we're willing to take that because we think we can manage it. And the economic benefit is something a lot of people right now really need, especially in the small towns.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. And the benefit to hunters is huge. I just talked to a young fellow over here that's a novice hunter. Now, you run the novice program on the Saturday and Sunday, and this year you're going to have 40 participants per day, and everyone gets a chance to try to harvest their first pheasant.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting for a lot of people. And what's interesting is we started the whole event 10 years ago, sort of under the assumption, well, this will be sort of for kids. We'll get kids started, the novice hunters. But what we found over time is a good number of our novices, over half, are not kids. They're young adults. And in some cases, they're not even young adults. We had a couple of years ago a 94-year-old grandfather and his grandson were coming out both for the first time to pheasant hunt. So it's open to novices, people who haven't hunted pheasants before, don't know anything about upland game hunting, to come out and give it a try. You don't have to be a 12-year-old to do this. Any age. Novice at heart and willing to learn and have fun, and people really do enjoy it.
It's never too late to get started, and people can find information on the Taber Pheasant Festival on the Alberta Conservation Association website.
Absolutely, yeah. There's everything there. Gives you the whole schedule of events. And, if you're not signed up for this year, you've missed it. But definitely check our website. You can get signed up for the information bulletin we send out to remind you that in June is time to get your name in for the draw to see if you can get a site for next year.
Yeah, and find a new future hunting partner and bring them down to the novice program.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is something we really try and encourage. Of course, if hunting is going to continue, we need the new people to get involved. And like I said, it doesn't have to be necessarily a young person. It just has to be a young person at heart, really.
Exactly. Someone that loves the outdoors and wants a new experience.
Yep, for sure.
A new passion. Well, thanks. We're going to actually interview some of these novice hunters, I hope, before and after their experience, and just see what they have to say about it, what it means to them and how they prepared and how they felt emotionally, and what their future plans are for pheasants hunting and other outdoor pursuits.
It should be a great day. We've got some great weather and a lot of very enthusiastic people lined up ready to go. So we're going to go get started.
Well, on behalf of the Sportsmen of Alberta, thanks to the ACA for running excellent programs and participating in things like the Taber Pheasant Festival.
Well, thank you very much. One thing I do want to mention, though, Brad, is it is what you just said is what a lot of people say, thanks to the ACA, and we are heavily involved, but I do want to ensure people understand this is a group event. Alberta Hunter Education Instructors Association, we couldn't do it without them and their support. Fishing Games support, the local community, the volunteers, and also is most definitely a group event, not just an ACA one. So.
Absolutely, and all of those organizations play a key role for hunters in Alberta, and we're glad to see them here today.
Right. Thank you.
Well, I was sitting back over by the tent watching the novice hunters experience their first upland bird hunt, and I have Dallas from a northern stretch of Alberta.
Yep.
And you came down strictly to participate in the novice hunt at the Pheasant Festival.
Yeah, in the novice hunt, yeah.
And how was it?
It was amazing. Yeah, I shot my first bird this morning. I've never shot a pheasant before, so not going to wipe the smile off my face for quite some time.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful bird, nice long tail, and look at the colors in that thing.
So many colors, yes. Yeah.
So what motivated you to come down?
Well, just a girlfriend that I come with here. We started out with goose hunting, and a couple years ago started doing some clinics, and then we come across this, and she signed us up and said, let's go. So who am I to say no to a good time? So we jumped in the car and made the trip down last night.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yep. So tell me what you did this morning. Like, the novice hunters come in here, you register. Obviously, you get a name tag and stuff.
Yeah, they go through some safety activities, kind of explain how the day is going to go. They took us over. We did some skeet shooting.
It's always good to practice.
Absolutely. So some practice with the skeets, proper techniques with the gun, and And then, when we felt comfortable, we moved over to the birds and had a couple cracks at that and, walked away with one. So,
How different is it than shooting waterfowl?
Well, quite different as these ones are coming up from out of the grass instead of flying over top, right? And I wasn't popping out of a blind laying down on my back, so it was different being standing and
it's just different angles.
Yeah.
You're shooting things going away versus coming at you.
Coming at you, absolutely, yeah.
So what are your plans now? Obviously you did very well. You came out, you harvested a pheasant. Are you sticking around in southern Alberta to look for some more on your own, or?
No, we came without rifles. Shotguns, I guess, not rifles. We came unarmed, so it's just the rest of the trip is just girls' trip. We might do some shopping, make our way back home. We've got tomorrow as well, no kids, so we're just gonna make the best of it and see where we end up.
Just a special trip to shoot your first rooster.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what are your plans with the bird?
I hadn't really got that far. Like Kara, she wants to stuff hers, and I was kind of like, well, I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. And now that I'm holding it and seeing all these beautiful colors, I'm like, well, I don't really want to ruin all of that. So might be stuffing one too.
It's funny, the beauty you see in some birds, like a pheasant. I get some really avid fly anglers, trout fishermen that come in here, and they look at it and they're like, oh, look at the blue in the back. We can tie some blue duns and we can do this and some pheasant tail. So there's lots of different things you see in it, but of course they are a great eating bird. And if you take it to your taxidermist, make sure you tell them to skin it so that you can get the meat back.
Yeah, I definitely want to try it. I've never tried pheasant, so
white meat, even the legs and thighs are very light colored, very flavorful compared to chicken. So
I'm excited to try it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like everyone's having fun. I want to thank you for sharing your experience, and I'm going to go over and watch a few more people give it a try.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for being here doing this. This is great.
It's a lot of fun. Thanks. All right, we're joined by a father and son team here. Richard and Cooper, all the way down from Calgary in the cool weather down at Taber for the Pheasant Festival. What do you hope to do today? You got a big smile on your face.
I hope to at least get one bird and take it home.
Yes. What do you hope to do with it?
Eat it.
Oh, that's the best plan I've heard all day. Pheasants are really good. Now, father and son team, what motivated you to get down here, and how did you find out about the novice hunt?
Our pals participated last year.
Yes.
They had a great experience, and so we took them up on their offer to join them, and looking for a safe and fun experience.
Oh, good. You did some training, took hunter ed?
Yeah.
How do you enjoy the course?
I liked it.
Yeah, there's lots to learn, and you get the right instructor. You can learn a lot personally from them as well. Or did you take the course online?
I took course online.
Yeah, COVID, it's easier at home to do it as well. Do it together?
I had completed it a couple years prior.
Right. I've been through it a few times because I took a couple friends, and they always found it was better if they had someone with, just to get confidence and have someone to ask questions for later. So you got here, you registered. You guys are some of the smart ones. You brought an ice fishing tent with a heater and set it up because that east wind is pretty cold today.
Yeah, our friend's son.
Right.
His idea, yeah.
Thinking ahead. Yeah. So you're going to go over and shoot some clays. You're in Group B, so you're just staying warm until then. Shoot some clays, and have you done that before?
Yeah.
So you're ready?
Yeah.
You can hardly wait to get out there.
Yeah.
I can tell. What about you, Dad?
I'm a little less enthusiastic than Cooper.
Yeah.
We came down and stopped at the DeWinton gun range on our way south. And Cooper had a blast. He's really enjoyed learning how to shoot some clays. And we also yesterday tried out skeet for the first time.
And how many did you break?
Maybe. So I missed maybe 2.
Wow.
Then I did 3.
Those pheasants are in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'll get over there, you'll break some clays, and eventually you get over and shoot at a few roosters.
Yep.
And they actually have a cleaning station here as well. They can teach you how to clean them and do them up unless you're taking the bird home to get mounted. But it sounds like you have plans for the dinner table.
We sure do.
Absolutely. Good. Do you mind stopping by afterwards after you shoot a bird and you can tell me about the experience? And
We'd be happy to.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming today and enjoy the hunt. I'll be over there taking pictures of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You too.
This podcast is produced for Harvest Your Own, a program dedicated to those who want to reconnect with food and health through their experiences outdoors. HarvestYourOwn.ca is a resource for individuals to learn more about hunting and the outdoors. There's information to get you started and ensure that your compass stays pointed in the right direction to be successful. Where's your next meal coming from?
Well, we have Richard and Cooper back. I saw you guys out there shooting. You got out for 2 rounds, I think.
1 round.
One round?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just one because you were successful.
Could be.
How was it?
Amazing.
Amazing? And tell me what happened.
So we went out, and the first bird my dad got, he was way faster than me. And the second one, I'm pretty sure I got it.
Right?
And then the third one it got away.
So
Third one took an odd flight.
yeah.
Yeah. The second one Cooper got first. I got shortly thereafter.
Right.
But
I saw that too.
yeah, we're super pumped that we got to go out. It seems as though this round, some might not get to go twice.
Right.
So we're really lucky that our first round was such a success. It was great to be able to do it with Cooper for the first time for both of us. And I'm not going to lie, I will take a certain amount of pride knowing that although he has continuously outshot me at the range, I did manage to get the first bird
Yep.
just before him.
Just before. Well, that's all part of the game, and shooting live birds is a lot different than clays.
Sure is.
Sometimes it shakes people, rattles them a bit, throws them off, but when those birds came up, did you find it easy to get in front of them with the shotgun? And
Yeah.
yep. It's a well set up event to help people be successful. Where do you go from here? You going to try hunting on your own or go back to the gun range and shoot some more clays?
Certainly back to the gun range. I really did appreciate the mentorship that was shown here. And
Right.
so I think going hunting on our own is still maybe a couple of stages away, but certainly finding a mentor to go into some additional hunting experiences is the way to go.
Right. Are you going to come back next year?
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Your birds, what do you do with them?
I kept some of mine. I kept the head. I kept both the legs. I kept one wing on. I'm keeping the tail, and that's it.
Yeah, Cooper is keeping his options open.
Right.
One of the mentors cleaned both of our birds. Cooper was a bit more involved than I was, but a fantastic explanation of what was being done. And now we both have our birds in cooler, getting set for the ride back to Calgary.
Good. Have you ever cooked pheasant before?
Not yet, no.
So on Harvest Your Own, which is a site that is run by the Alberta Conservation Association, there's a number of pheasant recipes. So it's a good place to go to look up some options and see how you want to do it up.
Yep, excited to do so.
Good. Are you coming back next year?
Yeah.
Good. That sounded very definite. I hope you enjoy your experiences outdoors and find a way to get out and do even more hunting in the future. Hopefully this is a step for you to get out and do things on your own.
Certainly will.
Thanks. You
Thanks,
too.
Brad.
Yeah, thanks for coming out and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we've got a new visitor on this episode. It's Dane Ranger.
Hi.
How was your experience?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah? Tell me what you did.
Well, first I shot some clays, and then I went out and shot a pheasant. Then I shot some more clays and shot another pheasant.
How'd you do on the clays? As a warm-up, were you pretty successful? You break most of them?
I hit a few.
That's good. And when the pheasant came up, did it just go straight away from you? Did it go right, left?
Well, my first one, it was flying away from me, and I kind of just hit it right in the back, but
Yep. Was that fairly easy? You could swing the shotgun up, get on them pretty easy?
yeah,
Yep.
it was really easy.
And what did you feel when you saw it go down?
Excitement.
I can see in your face that, yeah, it was a pretty good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you shot a second one?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that bird.
He just flew right in front of me, and I had a nice shot.
Yep. Did he go right, left, or straight away?
Right.
And no problem swinging that gun out in front of it?
No, but
No.
harder than him flying just straight away.
Right. So now your experience, you just need one to go to the left.
Yeah.
What do you do with your birds after you shot them?
Well, my uncle helped me clean them.
Yep. What do you do?
Well, you got to use a trick where you, pull the feet.
Step on the wings and pull the feet?
Yeah.
Yep. So you took the breasts and the legs and thighs?
Yeah.
Yep. And did you keep the gizzards, heart, and all those other goodies?
For the first one I did.
Yeah, good. And would you do this again?
Yeah, I'd definitely do that again.
Would you like to try pheasant hunting like wild birds? Get out there and push some cover and see if you could do it on your own?
I'm sure that'd be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. It's an addiction. I think you come from a family where that might be able to happen.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Have you hunted anything else before?
Ruffed grouse and jackrabbits.
Yep, good. And what's in your future? What would you like to hunt?
I'm thinking about moose and
Going real
mule
big.
deer.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. So moose is a priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must be a regular Alberta hunter, because I think that's Alberta's favorite.
Yes, probably.
Well, it's a pleasure having you here. Congratulations on your first pheasants.
Thank you.
Any advice for anyone that's thinking about, maybe I'd like to try hunting, I'm not sure, I'd like to try to shoot a pheasant, should they come down to this event?
Yeah, you definitely should. It's a lot of fun.
Good. Thanks for coming out today, and I hope to see you next year.
Okay, thank you.
This podcast was made possible by Alberta Conservation Association and the Harvest Your Own community. If you're interested in harvesting your own food, there's a comprehensive collection of information to gain insight and knowledge. Head to the field, harvest your own protein, prepare it, and taste the results. HarvestYourOwn.ca is a library of information from getting started and geared up to processing, butchering, and cooking wild game to make the connection between health and food.
Welcome to the episode, Coulter. I know you're here for a specific reason.
I am.
To shoot a pheasant.
Yep.
How did it go?
It went pretty good. First time around, didn't get anything.
That happens to everyone that hunts.
Second time, I got it luckily in the last shot.
Yep.
But we both hit it. I hit it first, then he hit it second.
Right.
And then the last time I did it, I was the first bird with one clean shot in the back.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
I feel pretty good about it, yeah.
Excited?
Yeah, I actually did feel really excited about shooting a bird.
You've done this once before.
Yeah, one time before this. That was my first time.
Yep.
And I was able to get 2 birds that time, I think, as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's not easy, is it?
Yeah, it's not that easy.
How'd you do on the clay targets as a warm-up?
I was just trying to remember what I was trying to do again, so
Right.
I may or not missed a lot.
Yeah, well, that's all part of the game. It's some people say the more noise you make, the more fun you have. So it just means shooting lots. But the clay station is actually quite important to this, because it actually teaches you how to get out in front of the target, how to swing the gun, how to lead. And we have Alberta Hunter Education Instructors Association here, and they're doing a very good job of mentoring people, I think, and telling you how to handle a gun and how to swing in front of the target.
Yeah. The mentor who was teaching me, I think I got him last year as well, and he's a very good mentor, I will say that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So-
Gave it to me straight.
Yeah.
So.
Would you encourage other people to come to this event if they're thinking about getting into hunting?
If they are thinking about getting into hunting, yes, I would definitely say yes.
Yeah. So what are you going to do with your birds? That's the biggest question.
There's like these soup recipes they're handing out,
Yep.
and I want to try and make one of those. I've been here for 5 years cooking and such,
Yeah.
and I want to try out to try and make that stew.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, lots of recipes on Harvest Your Own. You got 2 birds to take home?
Yeah.
So could be 2 meals.
Maybe.
Or one big one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks for coming out today, and congratulations on your birds.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you too, Brad.
Well, we have another novice hunter joining us here on the podcast today. Caitlin, you were here to shoot pheasants.
Yes.
How was it?
Oh, it was amazing. I had such a great time today.
How did you find out about the Pheasant Festival and the novice hunt?
I think I've heard about it from Ahea when I went for, I think the Women's League.
Right.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
So you're shooting clays at DeWinton?
Yeah, I
Nice.
was, yeah.
Yeah, they're a pretty good crew. They're good teachers.
Oh, they're amazing teachers, yeah.
It's a great place to start when you want to try bird hunting.
Yeah, and they were so patient and showing me how to go about doing everything, and I didn't know where to start, so it was fantastic.
Good. That's a very good tip for the listeners, is if you don't know where to start, some of the AHIA, or the Alberta Hunter Education Instructors Association, programs like the Women's League out of Calgary is a great place to go get some guidance and learn the right way to do things right from the start.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, and obviously it paid dividends because did you get a pheasant today?
Yes, I got 2 today.
Oh, awesome. Tell us a little bit about the experience.
Well, first we came in, and I have a brand new shotgun that I barely used. So I brought it in, and I got to shoot some clay with it. And from there, we went on to the actual pheasants.
Right.
And and got to shoot my first one.
Yep.
And that was really exciting. And then the second one, and I got to see how to dress it and prepare it to take home. So
that's a big part of the novice hunt is it takes you right from every step except cooking it, but they give you recipes too. But, the cleaning table, you can go over there and they can show you the first one. And because you got 2, you can dig in and do the second one. And I saw you do the old rip the skin open, stand on the wings, pull the legs trick. What did you think of that?
Oh, that was really neat. So easy.
Yeah, and it's nice because they show you how to dissect things. I saw you got the breast on the breastplate with the wings, so it's legal for transport. Legs and thighs, but you also took the livers and hearts.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, looking forward to cooking those up.
Yep.
And I got the recipe card. So,
right.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you'll find that you'll never have enough pheasant.
So I hear.
Yeah. Would you recommend the program to other people that are listening?
Oh, 100%. Like, definitely do it. Like, so fun.
Yeah. And next year, do you hope to come back and do the novice hunt or actually apply for one of the hunt sites?
Oh, I might apply for one of the hunt sites.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny because when you do draw a hunt site, you can bring 3 friends with you. And all of a sudden, when you draw, it's like, hey, I hear you got a spot. I've got a dog if you want me to come along. And you make really quick upland game bird hunting friends.
Oh my gosh, that sounds great. And it's a great location too.
It is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Down in this Taber country, it's to me, it's very indicative of pheasant habitat, the prairie, the grassland, the river bottoms, the coulees. And of course, a bunch of the conservation sites. We're on one here today where the event's being held, but it's very nice to just be in the outdoors.
Yeah, I had a great day.
Yeah. Do you plan on doing any other hunting yourself on your own or with other people in the future?
Yes, I would love to.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a great stepping stone. You can get back out for pheasants or get up if, I'm not sure where you live in the province, but anywhere from the foothills to the boreal forest to chase grouse or, again, we're in ideal pheasant country here, but there's a lot of great partridge or Hungarian partridge here on the prairie. And our backdrop for the whole event is a big reservoir, and we had snow geese, Canada geese, and ducks buzzing circles around us, making music all morning long. So
there's so many of them.
Yes, it's kind of incentive to get out there and maybe try waterfowl too.
Yeah, it looks exciting.
Any advice for anyone wanting to get into this?
Oh, just do it.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it. Just go for it.
Right. I had a couple people today that said I was just so nervous I didn't know if I could. So, I think that's really good advice. If you have any type of desire to do this, just do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just jump right in there. Don't think about it.
Well, thanks for joining us today, and congratulations on your pheasants. I hope that you can make at least 2 of the recipes with the birds you have and enjoy them.
Oh, definitely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, take care. All right, we have another novice pheasant hunter. Louis, how was it?
It was a lot of fun. That was great out there. Yeah.
You came down all by yourself.
I came down all by myself, yes.
And it was worth it.
It was well worth it.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're from Calgary to Taber, how many hours?
It was just 2.5 or so.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad at all.
Yep, and back home tonight?
Yeah, I'm back home tonight.
I noticed that you cleaned one bird.
I cleaned one bird.
And you have one hole.
And one hole to freak out the wife with.
There's something about being able to show people what you've done, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Show them the bird. It's kind of interesting and unique. And
they're beautiful birds as well, too.
Oh, they are.
The colors on them and the feathers. So I'd like her to see one whole.
Right.
And then I'll rip it apart.
Now, you said this is your first experience with pheasants or upland?
Yeah, my first time with pheasants.
Awesome.
Yes.
And you've hunted geese before?
Geese before, yes.
Yeah, and were you successful?
Yeah, we were successful doing the geese.
Oh,
yeah.
Good. So is this an introduction to upland game birds that you would like to take a little bit further, get out for pheasants in the wild or some Hungarian partridge or something?
Oh, I'd love to do that, yeah. Yeah, I just need to get a dog now, too.
Yeah, I noticed that today. We're dogless at home as well, but they're sure fun to watch. And I talked to the fella that's spent the last 1.5 years training that lab that retrieved the birds. It's just 1.5 years old, and boy, he's part of the family. enjoying the training as much as the hunting, if not more. So it's
he looks so well trained. And it's hard to believe that it's only a year and a half.
I know.
They said they did all the training just online as well too.
Yeah, he said that he went onto YouTube videos, and there's a couple specific resources that he uses. Then he could go on there and see what he had to do with his dog, and then in the field, if you forgot, he'd open it up and watch it and check it home. And boy, he's done a wonderful job, and it's his first dog ever. It's the first dog he's ever trained for hunting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I think it's exciting that people like yourself come down here for this event, and that you're successful. You got 2 birds, so that means you're shooting straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you do on the clays before the birds?
I did pretty well. It just took a while getting used to.
Right.
Yeah, I do shoot clays like down in DeWinton.
Oh, good.
With a he and stuff there, but the clays there fly a bit higher.
Yep.
Yeah, here they just sort of went
Take
out.
off. Yep.
So it took me a few clays to get the hang of it.
I think it's more indicative of what the pheasants do, though.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it's a really good practice run. Where did you hear about the novice program here?
I think it was just online.
Oh, good.
No, and I think I also received an email.
Right.
Because I received the AHIA emails as well too, and the some other hunting group emails as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I often wonder. I've talked to other people, and where'd you hear? And as a cousin told me, and there's a couple ladies here from Mayerthorpe that one of them found it online, and they both, made arrangements, and the kids are at home, and they came down by themselves and loved it. So, unique event. Would you recommend it to anyone?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think next year for sure. I'd try to get some of my buddies to come down as well too. It's a fun day out, and then you can stay for a couple of days during the week as well.
Absolutely, put in for the draws. Maybe draw a site and find a friend with a dog and take it one step further.
Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations on your success, and thank you for taking some time to talk to us today.
Thanks so much.
We hope to inspire people to reconnect with nature and appreciate where your food comes from by harvesting your own. For more information on getting started or to learn specifics about the Field to Fork experience, visit harvestyourown.ca and follow on Facebook and Instagram. Check back often for new material, recipes, and videos that are posted regularly. Please subscribe to Harvest Your Own podcast and take the time to rate and review the show to help us build a dedicated core of passionate hunters as our regular audience. Until next time, embrace the outdoors and all it has to offer. Thanks for joining us.